What is up, guys? Scanny here, back again with another video on Farm Sim 15. I know I'll admit, this is being filmed in the same session as episode 4, but welcome to episode 5. I said last episode, we are going to be selling, which is going to require another trailer, which we can do. Like, we're going to sell it off, I think, just that way we have something to do. But this guy, he's getting retired right now. Because we're going to rent a little some. What little some are you going to rent, Roger? That's you're asking. We're renting a some called this. So we're going to get it for an hour, because that's really all we need. We're going to rent that for an hour. The header, which is Haderas. We're going to need this. Rent that for the hour. And there we go. We has ourselves a giant combine harvester. This is really weird because that's a weird angle, but I do have to get out of here, so the bar on that just is giant. Like, it's a giant just bar, basically. Giant drawbar. It turns very well. In fact, let's look at the interior of this thing. Guys, I can say, IRL, I have sat in these harvesters, and this actually looks 100% accurate. Like, that's the exact shape of the steering column and everything. So everything you see here is 100%. And guys, I know there's going to be that comment, that's overkill for that field, you don't need that, yada yada yada. I understand this, guys, but this is just kind of preparing for what we're going to have to get once we get that other field over there for 198,000. Plus, this thing looks awesome, and I've never used one of these in a video. Actually, I've barely used this harvester. Usually when I would harvest, I'd actually have, like, in 13 I'd use the Claas Lexion TerraTrack, because that was a great mod. In fact, I'm sad that it's gone. Auto Combine off. No, you don't want a PTO. We really have to get up in there for that. But yeah, we'll check on the worker and get him going. Worker, you're a derp. There you go, man. Yeah, there we go. We had that guy going there. This guy... I'm gonna hide that HUD menu just for a minute. So that's your combine. Actually, I don't even know if this is gonna fill that guy, that combine. I'd say it will, at least once. Because guys, you gotta think, we did fertilize this field, so it's gonna do pretty good. But yeah guys, we are gonna rent another trailer. And canola goes to, let's see, which is better? 155 for an hour or 107? This has more of a capacity, but I don't usually use these Arctic trailers, so we're gonna try one of the Arctic trailers. And of course we're gonna use our handy dandy bull herder. One thing I love about this bull herder is it's just a great tractor overall. People in 13, you got one in 2013, and people didn't really like it because they thought it was kind of a trashy tractor, which it looks like it is, but it's actually not. Like, this thing is a really good tractor that is really reliable. In fact, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna redo the Courseplay route that we messed up. Just so in the future we can get him going for Courseplay. Hook him up. Man, that's a tight turn out of here. Whoa. Hello, OBS. There's some lag. Hello, lag. Whoa, there is some lag right there. Hey guys, we're going to stop the recording here and try to figure out what that is. So we will be right back. We are back, guys, and I think I've figured it out. Nope. I just got a little spike there. Hey guys, what I figured out was, last episode I had it in the editor, and it was like preparing files and everything, and I told it to stop, I thought I told it to stop, but I did not. So it was still trying to prepare files, like it was just doing its editor thing. It's being like, yo man, I'm gonna fix you some files, man. Like, that's what it thought it should be doing. Yeah, we do want to find out where we're going. We're going down to the flour mill, I know. Please don't run into us. Actually, I think we're going to the flour mill. See, canola. Yep, flour mill is the best price. With 1,200. So guys, what we are going to do is go down to the flour mill. We are going to, first of all, go to flour mill, delete that. We're going to start the course recording. Because it needs to know to fill up. and go on the right side because we're proper Americans. Or I hope we are. But yeah, guys, we're gonna kind of get the courseplay thing set up this episode, but we're not gonna really use it right now. Once we get both those fields pumping with canola, then we're gonna start using that, because if we have both those with canola, it's gonna be a pain not to have. Plus, I'm sure you guys would get very bored of me doing this on my own. Well, that paid back getting the combine. I thought it would be a little bit expensive to like get that combine. No, not after that. We paid for that and more. I'd say that Hurleyman is headed to empty out now. Especially after that much being in his trailer. So we're gonna get we actually might run this guy this episode, just for the fact of that we can manage everything. I had him pull in there for a second just because there may be another tractor passing by at some point if we decide to run two on this route. But yeah, it's gonna be that kind of route. So we're gonna save it as canola to not mule to flour mill. And there we go. So we're gonna have him drive the You're an idiot. And that's one reason I don't use these articulated trailers. That's a building, you idiot. This guy is very stupid. You're an idiot. You seriously are an idiot. Well guys, this is another failed attempt at courseplay. Okay, dude. This way. You. Ugh. You didn't load the canola, man. Like, what are you even doing? Are you completely stupid, man? Let's try this. Don't pull. Dude, you're literally. Guys, this is one reason I don't like courseplay. Like, I have that thing unloading the combine perfect. And he's gonna drive off. Okay, he at least senses. Okay, we'll let him be on his merry way. Now, guys, this guy is rocking. And the Hurleyman's doing his job. Look, we're gonna almost end up with more canola. We're almost gonna end up with the same amount of canola that we started with, because this guy, is special. He's a dank meme. We're gonna jump back over there with him. So he's going to the flour mill. Good, good. 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 It says tip trigger reached. He sells off the canola. Okay, now we can get back over here and monitor this guy for a second. Is this his last pass? He's already done. Guys, he's already done. I don't know why it said Booher is slipping. It should have said the Booher is an idiot. Okay, try again. No. So once this guy gets turned around, I'm gonna have him request the driver. What are you doing, you numpty? Dude, you're the epitome of just headache. So we're gonna have him. Oh, the driver's already coming for him. How convenient. This is why Courseplay is a terrible mod, guys. I said it. Courseplay is a terrible mod. Because that's stuff like this that happens. The guy is literally incompetent. The guy has no, like, understanding of, oh, I need to go do this. He doesn't. He's just thinking, what am I gonna do? You drive the course, that's what you do, you idiot. You really are stupid. This is what I hate about this mod. How inconsistent and stupid the drivers are. I guess I have to record the course for a 4th time. Delete. Start course recording. You're gonna load up with Canoa, bud. Now you're gonna go. If this doesn't work with the Courseplay, I really don't know what to do. And I realize that Combine's done, so I'm gonna have to go sort him out in a minute. This just become a terrible episode. Because of the monstrosity that is Courseplay. The whole reason that I knew to, like, at least start him under the pipe is it was a tip from a friend who said, oh, you need to start him under the pipe. That's why he's not, like, doing what he's supposed to. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Apparently it still doesn't work. That was just stupid. So yeah, guys, we're gonna try and play around with Courseplay in the series, but if it becomes this bad, the only Courseplay I'm gonna use is him doing the thingy. Is him, whatchamacallit, emptying the Combine. Because if that's all that, because if that back there is all that he'll do, it's not worth even using for transporting. It's more worth just doing it myself. Cut into that one a little bit. I hope that this time it'll work, If not, I don't know what to do. I'll probably record the course off screen and come back and say, oh, I got it. But I seriously don't know what to do if this doesn't work. Sorry, someone was coming to discuss them with me, but this guy right here, guys, never use Courseplay anymore. It's a terrible mod. I'm gonna keep saying that just because it is. Like, I'm gonna try one last time, and if this doesn't work, maybe setting a waypoint will help. If that doesn't, I don't know what to do, and I'm basically just gonna give up on Courseplay. Because I'm doing everything that you did in 2013 with this mod. They've either made it a worse mod, or that's basically all it can be, is they've changed stuff that's made it a bad mod. Because I'm literally doing everything I've done in 2013. You literally just pull into the pipe and have him drive to the place, and he's good. I don't know if it's he hates this trailer, which wouldn't make sense. But if this doesn't work, I don't know what to do. I've already literally spent 20 minutes working on this, so this can be a decently long episode. But in the meantime, we did get the harvest done, which is good. And at the end of this episode, we are going to see like how much of a loan we can take out, and what the possibility is that we can get that field over there. Because if we can get that field over there, it'll be great. So then we can do bigger harvests, which would mean that we need that other harvester to rent. But if we do canola as much as we do and we just fertilize it, then we definitely could justify in the near future buying one of those harvesters. Just because of the fact of how much it costs to get one versus how much we would use it. It's just so worth it. I've given up on courseplay, guys. The only time you'll see courseplay now is when I'm using the combine here. Which, by the way, needs to be emptied. But first of all, let's look.
Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
So I hit a button on TeamSpeak. But let's look. That's not the right button. We have a $100,000 loan out. That's a $190,000 field. We do have another like load of canola we can sell that I'm gonna do in this video. Now it's not even letting me fill it. There. Yeah, we have like another load of canola we can do. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take this load of canola in, because this will get us well over what we need for the field. In fact, before we leave, we're going to get that other field being reseeded. We're going to return this harvester. Return this. And we're going to get this guy reseeding. Guys, what I will do is, if we get the field or not, I'm going to off screen. Like, I'm gonna fertilize it off screen just because of how long it'll take, and to kind of get it prepared to seed. In fact, I may even seed it off screen too. Okay guys, let's take this wood down here and then we'll see like what we want to do about our loan. Because I'd like to have the least amount of loan that we can, but that may not work out with getting that field. Actually, it won't work out because we're gonna have to max out our loan to the 200,000. And basically, guys, we are gonna have to take out the loan. And what we will do though is we'll gradually pay it back, because you don't want to just leave that sitting there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna gradually try and pay it back as we're harvesting, as we're sowing, as we're making the money. Like, it may get to a point where I can afford to take a couple trailers of canola off that field down here to the sell point and sell those, then just keep the others for a great demand. That's going to put us right on the brink, so what we're going to do is we're going to go max out our loan, and we're going to we're going to go Bank of Hagenstad, field management, and we're getting field 17, so field 17, and we're going to buy it. It's official, we own field 17. What I am going to do, guys, is we're going to keep that guy rolling, planting that field. And I'm going to keep going on this. What I may do, guys, is I am going to wrap the episode up here just because it's been a very long video, it seems like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap the video up here. Off screen, I am gonna fertilize that field and get it seeded for the harvest, and I am gonna also, you will see an increase in money because I am gonna, whatchamacallit, in our silos right now we still have some, canola went down, but that's still a decent price. Actually, we might could plant some wheat on that other field. But yeah, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell off the corn, potatoes, and wood chips and stuff. Just kind of get it out of the way, and to get us something to kind of just rest our feet on. Kind of keep us on our feet while we're getting this field prepared to make money. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day, and we will see you in the next.